Today we gonna see part 2 of scientific ways to learn anything faster and smarter. Number 1. Focus on one thing at a time. A lot of people think they're good at multitasking. I hear this a lot. People think they can listen to music and scroll through TikTok while listening to an online lecture on genetics. Turns out, this is wishful thinking. If you're looking for ways to learn faster and smarter, one of the easiest is to close all your tabs and do one thing at a time. One way to think about this is what's known as the cognitive bottleneck theory, which states that we cannot attend to all of our sensory inputs at once. 5. We might have the TV on and that online lecture and be listening to music while talking to a friend, but not all of those inputs can be consciously attended to. There's a bottleneck where some of the inputs just don't make it through to conscious thought. In one study, the cognitive bottleneck theory was confirmed, which means that students were not able to retain as much information or learn as efficiently when they were attempting to multitask. So, keep it simple, limit distractions, and learn one thing at a time. Number 2. Don't worry about learning styles. You may have read about learning styles and how knowing your learning style can help you learn better. Well, it turns out there isn't actually any scientific evidence that confirms that learning styles improve learning outcomes. Learning styles come from Neil Fleming in the 1990s and have gained in popularity in recent decades, but that doesn't mean the theory actually improves learning. It's fine to know whether you prefer visual, audio, kinesthetic, or reading-writing inputs, but don't forget that learning styles are just that, preferences. Instead of trying to force yourself to learn everything with your preferred style, you should focus more on matching the challenge with the learning style. If you're trying to memorize vocabulary for a written quiz, it makes the most sense to mix reading-writing with visual learning. If you're trying to learn how to have a conversation in a new language, you may want to stick with audio and kinesthetic styles. Don't be too worried about learning styles. Instead, mix it up and try all different styles. Number 3. Try spaced repetition. Spaced repetition can help you learn better. Spaced repetition is a system where you quiz yourself to see if you know something or not. It works great as either a physical or digital set of flashcards when you need to learn lots of small pieces of information. All the information you get correct goes in one pile, and the information you don't know goes in another. You quiz yourself on the information you got wrong more frequently than what you got right. Eventually, the information you keep getting correct is spaced out more and more until it is in long-term memory. At that point, you've truly learned it. Spaced repetition has been proven effective in scientific studies. It helps with memory and problem-solving skills and leads to vast improvements in long-term learning. One spaced repetition system is called Anki, and you can find information online about how to make your own physical Anki flashcard system or download an app that will create a digital Anki system for you. Number 4. Try mnemonic devices. Another trick to learning faster and smarter is to try mnemonic devices. This is simply the process of chunking information by using initials or acronyms. The classic is ROIGBV. If you can remember the mnemonic device ROIGBV, it makes it much easier to recall the colors of the rainbow: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. The idea is that it's easier to remember one thing than 7, and by using the first letter of all the colors, you give yourself a clue to then recall the colors. Research confirms that mnemonic devices help speed up retention and even improve formal reasoning, never a bad thing.